So, there we go. Chin to chest, and we're going to just do a nice, slow toe touch. I always like to do this at the beginning. Let's see. Oh, those hammies are tight. Holy moly. Normally I'm way further. So this is a good way to measure at the beginning to see kind of where we are. I'm going to let my arms hang. I'm going to go side to side. Keep going. Just hang and go side to side like the shape of a. It's funny, everyone always texts me during my work. Side to side. All right. Now let's slowly go back up. Nice and slow. And when I come to the top, I want to push my hands towards the floor and my top of my head towards the ceiling. All right. Okay, so I'm going to grab my band or towel because I want to do something called flossing the shoulders, because we did do some upper body the other day that probably should stretch our neck and shoulders. So I'm gonna do it like the letter Y with my hands, and then just have a little bit of nice and tight between there with my hand or with my towel or band, and I'm gonna try and go as far back. Now I'm gonna go further back, but not in the beginning. So start right in front of my body, and then just go to the top of my head and come back. Let's slowly work our way further and further. Some people maybe have really healthy shoulders and they can go way back, but right now I can feel the resistance. So I'm going to do it nice and gentle until I can get behind my body. Whew, that's tight. This one is so good for tight. What you're going to be stretching is a lot of times if you're really tight here where your chest meets your shoulder, those tight muscles pull everything forward, and then you get these lumps in the back by your scapula, and those are actually because everything's being pulled forward. So you should be stretching the front of you so it stops pulling the back of you. That's the idea. Just like if your hip is bugging you, you're going to want to stretch the back of your body because it could be pulling the front, or vice versa. Quads are really tight, you got really tight hamstrings. They just pull on each other and cause troubles. Sometimes the answer is to stretch the front and the back. See, I've already gained range of motion just by doing this. I think my camera's a bit crooked, I apologize. Someday I'll get it together. Maybe someday I'll have a camera crew following me around the world, doing stretch classes and workouts all around the world. That'd be fun. I was looking at some of my workout classes from Mexico and noticing that I've lost 10 pounds since then. Really, a lot of it was just cutting back on my portions. All right, woohoo! That feels really good to do that stretch. So I'm gonna put my band aside because I'm gonna need it when I'm on the floor. Let's just do a little bit of rotation to just get that thoracic spine. Twist. Yeah, So I really like that shoulder floss. Just don't ever go past the, like, don't give yourself pain is what I'm saying. Just go as far as your body allows. All right. So I'm gonna swing my arms and smack myself in the back. Before we even go to the floor, we're just doing the upper body a bit first. Just because we did work on that. Okay, so right arm, shoulder height, across the body, use the other arm, pull. So now my shoulder is lifted, so I'm going to reset my scapula, put my hands in front, and just go out, and let those arms go down. Okay, arm out again. Take a deep breath. Let that shoulder relax, and now let's bring that arm across our body again. You get a little more of a shoulder stretch, less lift. Okay. I'm going to take that same arm, I'm going to go straight up, drop the hand behind the head, and just pull that elbow a little bit. I just noticed my shoulders and upper arms from some of the work we did this week, so I wanted to address this right away before we go for the usual hips and back. All right, so the other arm, so I'm going to go shoulder height and pull it across my body, and I can see my shoulder lifting up again. So let's reset our scapula. Hands forward, palms up, turn those hands out, and then just drop them down beside you. And you'll feel that you're actually resetting your scapula. Okay, so now I'm going to put my arm out. I'm going to take a deep breath and relax my shoulder. Then I'm going to pull my arm across my body. Stretch. Arm straight up, hand behind the head. Let's pull. Pull that elbow, stretch that shoulder from underneath now. Stretching the lat and the tricep. Okay, and just before we go to the floor, we're just going to do a couple more upper body. I'm going to put my hands behind my back. And I'm going to hinge at my hip and let gravity pull those arms down and stretch those shoulders. And I even leave my knees slightly bent because I just hate that hyper extension in the back of the knee. More so if you notice you get a lot of Baker cysts or any kind of issues in the knees, you don't want to be pushing them back like that. It's uncomfortable. And then I'm going to grab my elbows, just like this. I'm going to put my hand, one hand on either elbow. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hinge at my hip and let my arms drop and hang. And then I'm going to go in the shape of a rainbow, side to side. Drop your hands towards the floor, and let's slowly come back up. Now always when I come back up, I push my hands towards the floor, the top of my head towards the ceiling. And to take my right ear and put it towards my shoulder. Right hand's gonna go right on that ear. And then my ear into my hand.
That's hidden by cat litter.
Just hang on a second. Keep doing that. Don't stop. I just have to do something here. There we go. So I'm pushing my ear into my head. let's do the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Left hand on the ear. Push the ear into the hand. You can even take that other hand that's hanging and push it towards the floor. Don't forget to breathe. Perfect. Back to center. All right, I'm going to walk right down into a plank, or you could just get down onto the floor, onto your hands and knees. Okay. So, walk down into a plank. So if you're on your hands and knees, or in a plank, you're going to bring your left foot and put it beside your left hand. So if you're on your hands and knees, this is what it looks like. If you're still in a plank, this is what it looks like. And I want you to take, because you got your left foot forward, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to loop it under the right arm and turn and reach for the ceiling. Thread the needle. Okay. So I'm going to go back into plank or back onto my hands and knees. Take my right hand or right foot and put it beside my right hand. Then I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to loop it under my left arm and twist. You can be on your hands and knees and do this too. Just keep your knee down. That's more comfortable. Like thoracic spine and hip stretch. Back into hands and knees or plank. So in the plank position, I'm going to bring my knees up, and now everybody's on their hands and knees. We're going to do a cat-cow. So pelvic tilt, arching that back, and then we turn those hip bones towards the floor and bring our chest forward. And then switch. Switch. Back and forth. Keep those arms straight. Sometimes it's tempting to bend those elbows, especially when you bring the chest forward. It's all about the pelvic tilt. Okay, so I'm on my hands and knees and I want to do a little bit of a hip stretch. So I'm going to bring my right foot up. So now I've got a 90-90 positioning. You might need a pad for your knee. Now, if for some reason you can't do this, you can just go right into that 90-90 hip stretch where you're lying your legs sideways like this. Okay, you can just do that instead. Otherwise, because sometimes it hurts to go on your knee. Okay, so now I'm going to hinge forward a bit. I want to keep I'm trying to stretch this back hip, the knee that's down. So I'm hinging a bit forward. I'm going to put this is my left leg in the back, so I'm going to put my left arm up. And then I want to turn off to the side so that I'm pushing my left hip out. There we go. So hinge a little forward and hip out. If you're lying on the floor, you could just put your chest down on your shin in the front for some reason. Hinge, hinge, hinge. Come to center. I'm going to put my hands on the floor because I want to take my front leg. I'm going to bend that knee at a 45-degree angle. Stretch that other leg straight out behind me. So now when I lay down, my right heel is on my left hip almost. I'm just going to lay down. Stretch the back of that right hip. So if you're still doing 90-90, you could just reach for your outside knee and then reach for your back foot. Or I'm just giving you alternatives if you're in that position, but you could also follow this one if you're able. And I'm on my elbows because I'm controlling how much body weight is going down on that leg. But if you could stretch all the way out. We'll do full on stretch, but if you feel pain, don't go that far. My chiropractor's gonna love me because I'm actually going for a hip adjustment right after this. So they love it when you're all stretched and warmed up before you go. That's a good thing. So in our workouts, I've been subtly adding upper arm exercises, and I can see a subtle change in my arms already, so that's good. Keep up with that. We have been setting goals. I've been giving you little pointers. You can do the nutrition stuff. You don't have to, but just giving you. I'm sure most of you are probably smarter than me and know lots about nutrition. All right, so we're gonna come back up onto the hands and knees. We're gonna do cat-cow one more time. So tilt that pelvis, arch that back like a cat, and then turn those hip bones towards the floor. Bring your chest forward like a cow. Switch. See, my left elbow wanted to bend. You can't get me. Eyes and chest forward on the cow. And then all the way, arch that back, hip bones towards the ceiling on the cat. Okay, so now we're going to bring the left foot forward and kneel in a 90-90 position. And I want to bring hinge forward a bit, so I'm stretching that front right hip. And then bring my right arm up and tilt over. So now my hip is poking, pushing outward. Stretch. You can even hinge a little further forward. Push that hip out a little more. Probably feel the stretch all down your side. And don't forget to breathe. All right, back to center. I'm going to put my hands down and bend that knee at that 45-degree angle and extend that other leg back. So now my left heel would be on my right hip. Just go down and stretch. I was supposed to work today and I got the day off. Tra-la-la-la-la. That's awesome. Right, come back up. Now I'm gonna grab my band or towel. So I'm gonna stretch the back of these legs. There we go, band or towel. Here we go. I like to always see who's all here, because sometimes it gives me ideas on what to stretch. But I think we've done a lot of the upper body. Now we're gonna do the lower body. Just 1 second here. Oh, let's check this. I should have kept it closer. Oh. It's one of you girls, but one of the ones that's not here. Here we go. Let's put this here. So a nice straight spine, and then I got my band or towel on the balls of my feet. Be careful not to pull and smack yourself in the face with the band. Okay, so I'm just pulling it so the tops of my feet are more coming towards my face. And I'm gonna be nice and tall. I'm gonna hinge at the hip forward. And I'm not hinging very far, and I'm already feeling the backs of my legs, my calves, and my hamstrings stretching. So if you want, you can do a hinge rock. Stretch. Actually a little shocking at how tight that is. It's just a small movement and I can feel it. Deep breath in, and as you let the breath go, go forward. Deep breath in, back. Breathe it out. And hold. Kind of ridiculous how subtle that little stretch is. I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to just plop it right over on the other side of my left leg. And then I want to use my left arm. I'm going to pull that right into my body. And then take my right arm, because this is my right leg, and put it behind me. And look behind me and stretch. Holding that knee and hip in place as I turn the top part of my body behind me. Come back to center. Take that same leg. I'm going to put the inside of it on the inside of my left thigh, and then just let that right knee just kind of hang a bit, nice and loose. And then I'm going to put my left forearm on the floor and reach over top of my body, which is super hard for me. My knee lifts up pretty high, but I'm still trying to keep my sit bones on the floor. I find this really good for stretching all in that lower back, around the hip. When I come back up to center, I want to reach for that left foot. And then bring the other foot in. So your bottoms of your feet are touching now. I'm going to use my elbows and see if I can push those knees down a bit, open my hips up. Try to keep a nice spine, a strong, tall spine. Do this. Grab my toes and pull my torso forward. Let's put both our feet straight again. I'm going to grab my towel or band again, put them on the balls of my feet, just so I can pull the top of my feet towards my face and have a nice, straight, tall spine and hinge forward. Doesn't even look like I'm going very far forward, I'm telling you. Breathe in on the way out. Breathe out on the way in. Then hold. Try not to round your back. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Breathe out as you come forward and hold. Not your breath, but your body. Wow. Take my left leg, bend it, put it on the other side of my right leg. I'm going to pull that knee as best I can right into my chest. And this is my left leg, so my left hand's going to go behind my back. I'm going to turn my body and look as far back as I can. My right arm is just holding that knee nice and secure so the bottom half of my body doesn't follow me. Take that left foot on the inside of that right thigh. Nice. Take my right arm, forearm, and try and put it on the floor. I'm trying to keep my sit bones down and reach over my head. Wow. Once my arm's on the floor, I actually push back, see if I can't get that knee lower. Don't forget to breathe. And then I come back up, put the bottoms of both my feet together. Hands can go on your ankles and you can just try and push those knees down. My hands on my toes, nice straight spine, and try and hinge that torso forward, just stretching the inside of that. Hips. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Let's let that week go. I thought I was going to be going off to work today. Got the day off. Gonna have fun by myself. Putting around, doing all the chores I've been letting sit. Chiropractor first though. All right. Okay. Excellent. All right, it's time to go down on the floor, lying down. So make sure you have your band or towel handy. We'll use it. Nice and slow, comfortable down. I'm gonna take my band or towel, put it on my foot, my right foot, I guess, first. I'm gonna straighten that leg up, stretch the back of my leg. My left leg is bent, but we will straighten it in a minute. Just gotta be gentle with ourselves here. Oh, this class is so relaxing. Just love it. I sure notice if I don't do it. Like, it's very subtle, but if you miss it, sure can feel it. Okay, let's lower that leg, straighten the other leg, and then bring it back up. If I ever do anything that hurts or you can't do it, just repeat a stretch that we've already done that you felt you really needed. You can just repeat any stretch. If you can't do one, just repeat one of the ones we've already done. We've done once. Okay, this is my right leg, so I'm gonna put my left arm out so I can anchor my shoulders down and my hips down. And I'm going to drop that leg straight out to the side. I would say this is my tightest hamstring, inner thigh. I just want to let go. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath in, fill up my lungs, and let it go. I almost feel like that leg just drops a little more when I do that. Nice deep breath in. Fill up those lungs and let it go. We're just letting gravity do the work, but we have the band so that we won't let gravity do a little too much work before we're ready. Surprising how effective this one is. Let's bring that leg straight up and take the band off. Extend both my arms out of my sides. I'm going to drop that leg across my body towards the floor. Oops. Ball. I'll watch it roll right from my head. See you later. Watch, it'll come back somehow, magically. Oh, I can't believe that usually my leg is touching the floor by now. Not today. So I'm going to bend that knee 90 degrees and put my hand on it. So I still got that arm anchored. For me, this feels so tight, I can't believe it. Feels like there's a bone in the way blocking you from this stretch. Okay, and if you want, you can stay in this position or you can grab the other foot. Pull that foot towards your butt. Do the pretzel. Keep your shoulders square on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. And then maybe we can practice a little little bit of anti-stress breathing. So here we go. Breathe in for 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right. Bring that knee to your chest. And then pull that knee towards your opposite shoulder. Alright. Let's grab our band or towel. We're going to do the other side. I almost got a spasm twice. Tight muscles fighting me. What? Okay, I got my left leg now. Right knee still bent, and I'm going to pull it up and stretch those hammies. Hammies that are so mad at me. Now these are all like really subtle stretches, but if you've got tight hamstrings, it's a bit intense. I'm just going to mentally imagine my muscles just letting go. No more resistance. I'm going to lower my foot down, straighten my right leg, and then bring that left leg all the way back up. So it's funny, I notice a lot of my discomfort is my right hip. And I'm now finding out that it's my pelvis that is jammed, causing the right hip pain. And my left side is tighter because it's doing all the compensating and probably pulling everything over. It's all the reactions of one thing, chain reactions. Down to the hip, lower back, even into the glutes. Okay, so I'm going to take this leg, anchor my right arm down, and I'm going to drop this leg all the way out to the side. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Deep breath in, fill up those lungs, and let it go. Relax. Just letting gravity do all the work. Bring that leg up, drop my band for now. Arms straight out at my sides. Leg up, I'm going to drop it across my body towards the floor. I heard a bunch of cracks. This is good because now I can go adjust it. It's good to get a little warmed up or stretched out a bit before getting adjustment. body, you'll resist it less. Okay, bend your knee at 90 degrees, and then you can take that hand and pull that knee towards the floor. And then if you so want to go into the pretzel, you grab the other foot, if you can. Keeping your shoulders square, and then you're going to pull that foot towards your butt. When you pull that foot up, you're actually going to stretch your quad on the right leg. Let's practice that anti-stress breathing again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Nice. All right. Let's bring that left knee right into your chest. All right. Now pull that knee towards your opposite shoulder. And then we're going to roll up. We're going to stand up and do one more toe touch. Hopefully, this toe touch is a little bit better than the first one. Okay, chin to chest. Slow motion. When you get to the floor, hang for a bit. Way better. I'm going to come up. Slowly. Stacking my spine. All the way back up. Hands towards the floor. Head towards the ceiling. Stretch that neck out. Nice. That's success right there.